Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of The Listening Room. It's been a little bit. We haven't done one of these in a little while, maybe a little over a month, something like that. I got tons of shit to talk about here. So a lot of stuff that I've been listening to, that I need to listen to, that I picked up, that has been sent to me, all sorts of stuff. God, I bought a lot of stuff lately. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of show you all some of the things I've been listening to. So let's start it all off with an album by Marillion called Fear. This is not their brand new one, but this is the one that came before it. I will, as you all know who have been following the channel, it's like I really like Marillion a lot, but I have not really kept up on their last couple that closely. But, after talking to Stephen Rothery recently and listening to the new album, which I really do like quite a bit, which is coming out very soon, I decided, I said, you know what, I don't have the last one that they did, and I know everybody, I've heard it, but I never owned it. I decided to go out and pick it up, and yeah, you know what, really good. Now I realize fully what so many people are always raving about. So that's my first one here. Got this recently. Tony Williams' Wilderness. Also featuring Michael Brecker, Stanley Clarke, Herbie Hancock, and Pat Metheny, along with drum legend Tony Williams. This is from, when did this come out? Like in the early 90s, I believe it was. It's okay. I bought it based on who was on it, and some of it's very kind of classical, orchestral, and then other songs are basically what you would expect from these guys, right? It's not an album full of burning jazz fusion at all, although some of the songs are pretty adventurous and really cool. Half of it I really like, the other half I'm kind of indifferent to, but cool nonetheless, good to have. This I used to have on cassette. Yes, cassettes. Pete collected cassettes back in the 80s and the very, very early 90s. Kazumi Watanabe, Kilowatt. Killer album. Kazumi Watanabe, one of the great fusion guitar players from Japan, along with Bunny Brunel on bass, who is spectacular on this. John Wackerman on drums, Wayne Shorter on saxophone, Patrick Moraz on keyboards, Alex Acuna on percussion. Yeah, this is great. God, the opening track, 1,000 megs. So good. I hadn't heard this in like a million years, and probably like 30 years, because I got rid of my cassettes way back in the day, and I was so good. I just was like, wow, I never rebought that. And I apologize for the lights coming through the sun, early afternoon or mid-afternoon sun coming through my blinds. So you're going to get these like little thingies here. You can see them all over the place. There we go. See, that's what that is. So they're coming right through. I'm trying not to, bloop. We don't want to do that. All right, what else we got here? King Diamond, back before Merciful Fate, was in a band called Black Rose. Here is a cool little compilation of stuff that they were recording and playing before King Diamond became King Diamond in Merciful Fate. Have not listened to that yet. Just got that in recently, so I have not listened to that yet. All right, in gearing up for the John McLaughlin album ranking, which is actually coming at you tomorrow, I've been re-listening to some of the latter period McLaughlin stuff. Here we got John McLaughlin in the Fourth Dimension live at Ronnie Scott's. Very cool album. This is from not that long ago, 5-6 years ago, something like that. Playing some old Mahavishnu and McLaughlin solo favorites. Very cool. Then you got John McLaughlin, the Fourth Dimension, 2-1. Like this also quite a bit. Good contemporary fusion with ripping guitar from the master, of course. Here's another one from them called Now Hear This. All right. And then you guys hopefully saw my review of this one recently. This is his album from last year called Liberation Time. I dig this quite a bit. 80 years old, Mr. McLaughlin is now, still playing up a storm. And then John McLaughlin, Black Light. This is quite good as well. Will any of these make my top 10 McLaughlin albums? Tune in tomorrow. Myself and Andy Edwards and Mr. George Lemie will be ranking our favorite 10 McLaughlin albums. Sticking on the jazz fusion. How about this? I just picked this up. I don't know why I never even heard about this, because I'm a big fan of both these guys. Eric Johnson and Mike Stern. Eclectic. Two killer guitar players playing together on record for the first time ever. Quite good. You wouldn't think these two guys would go together, right? Because they're both amazing, but they have completely different styles. And you hear lots of both of them on here. I dig this. Quite good. It kind of didn't get much attention when it came out. How about some Japanese fusion from Kenso? Live 1992. Man, if you love ripping melodic fusion, instrumental prog fusion, and you haven't listened to Kenzo, you need to. That's 1992, and this is self-titled from Kenzo. I haven't even opened this one yet. Japanese import. Great bands. I have a whole bunch of Kenzo things I wanted to kind of fill in some gaps in the collection. Great kind of avant-garde fusion band from the 70s, Embryo. Here we've got Opal and Stygos, Embryo Stygos. Two of their must-hear albums. Good stuff there. I decided to go pick this one up because it's considered their best studio album. What do I know, right? Con, Tago Mago. I'm still trying to find an appreciation for this. You know, I've never really been I've never been really able to fully get into Can or Con's music, however you say it, this legendary German band. But I do like some of their latter period live stuff without the vocals. I don't really like a lot of their stuff with vocals because I don't really like any of the singers they've ever had. This is one of their early albums, and it's got some interesting musical things going on there. Again, I'm not crazy about the vocals, but I'm going to continue to keep trying, figure it out, right? So that's all I can do. So there's that. What else we got? I picked up all the recorded works of Zephyr, great early 70s band from Colorado, I believe, right? Featuring Tommy Bolin on guitars. Here we got Going Back to Colorado and Sunset Ride. They're both on this BGO set. Both of those albums are on here. Disc 2 disc set. And then also their debut album, self-titled Zephyr. And this also has Tommy Bolin and Zephyr live, the live cuts, 1969-1963, and live at Tulagi's, Boulder, Colorado, June 19th, 1973. So the first album, as well as some live stuff. This is pretty cool. There's a little box set here. And this is, I believe, Purple Pyramid release. Yeah, Purple Pyramid Cleopatra. So some Zephyr stuff there. What else we got here? I'm going to do some sort of a album ranking, either the full discography or my top 5 of the great Canadian speed metal band Exciter. So we got Unveiling the Wicked. Been listening to these quite a bit lately. Unveiling the Wicked. Long Live the Loud. I love these albums. These are great. Violence and Force. And of course their legendary debut, Heavy Metal Maniac. These albums are so good, people. If you love early 80s, early thrash, early speed metal, doesn't get much better than that. What else? I have decided finally to really dive deep into the Paul McCartney solo album discography. All right, you know I love the Beatles and I'm a huge Wings fan, but I never really gotten into his solo stuff that he released post Wings. Well, I've been changing that, so I got picked up Tug of War, which I like quite a bit. McCartney 3. All right, we got Flaming Pie. You might remember I did a album homework assignment show with Rick Labonte, and this was the assignment that he gave me. This kind of got me started on this whole kick, and I like this quite a bit. Flaming Pie is quite good. This one I had back in the day on LP, McCartney 2. And I think one of the reasons why I never bothered to venture any further in Paul's solo stuff is because at the time I thought this was a really weird album. And now getting it back again all these years later, it's still a really weird album. What else we got here? Paul McCartney New. All right. And then Back Where It All Began, the first McCartney album. Okay, this is cool stuff. This is before he did the Wings thing. What else we got here? We got Flowers in the Dirt. We got Pipes of Peace. Good album right here. And we've got, what is this called? Egypt Station. All right, so that's what I got so far. I think I'm just missing a couple, if I'm not mistaken. There are a few more. And in addition, I also have never had any John Lennon solo albums other than a Greatest Hits compilation. So I decided to go out and get the John Lennon stuff. So we got here, this is Walls and Bridges. Great shot of John right there. We've got Imagine, widely considered perhaps his classic. Very underrated one. I like this one quite a bit. Mind Games. I love that album cover. That's so cool looking. And then you've got the Plastic Ono Band. And then his last one, which also considered one of his greats, Double Fantasy, released not long before he was tragically assassinated. So yeah, so just digesting that stuff. Haven't listened to those all a ton. I also picked up the very best of Ringo, Photograph, which has great. I mean, Ringo's had some really great solo hits, right? But a lot of albums. I figured that's probably good enough there. We got coming up. Jamie Laszlo and I are going to be doing a ranking the album show of Metal Act Chemist, Khemmis. Look at these album covers. So I've been listening to these quite a bit. So we've got, what are these album titles here? We got Desolation, Hunted, the most recent one, Deceiver. Look at those album covers, huh? And then Absolution. Really cool stuff, kind of doomy, kind of melodic death metal, kind of proggy, kind of avant-garde, kind of black metal. Yeah, really hard to kind of decipher. What else? And the last couple things here. Obviously, you saw my ranking show. I've been listening to a lot of the new Jethro Tull, The Zealot Gene. A lot of Tony Martin's Thorns. Great stuff here from the former Black Sabbath vocalist. Wild Run, Epigon. Great album here. Kind of progressive, technical, atmospheric death metal. The latest from Magnum, The Monster Roars. Excellent stuff. Dig that quite a bit. And what else? I know there's more here. Hold on. We've got brand new Lana Lane, Neptune Blue. Look for a review of this week. Good longtime friend. I know Lana and Eric Norlander, husband and wife team, quite a long time. Great people. This is Lana's first album in many years. Just great melodic hard rock with touches of prog. Review of this coming this week. Soma, Headed for the Zeros. Killer bands. If you love, King's X and wait for the review. I'll talk more about it then. Awesome vocals, awesome guitar playing. Rick Labante's new album. Rick Labonte, of course, you know here from the channel. His new album called Living It Up, double album set. Great booklet and digipack here with a nice little write-up by yours truly. Just a really good feel-good album. Just classic rock, hard rock, a little bit of folky stuff, some kind of rootsier fare. Really good, really fun album. And I have not listened to this yet, but it just did come in from my buddies from Australia, Elium. Quantum Evolution Event. Brand new album from the Power Metal Veterans from Australia. 5 songs. And I think that's about it, guys. Yeah, well, hold on. I've also been listening to, and I think I've showed these before. I think I'm going to do at some point, I'm going to do a whole episode on King Crimson live stuff. But yeah, I've been listening to this live in Detroit, Michigan, 1971. Live in Central Park from 1971. And then live in Toronto from 1974. Man, I've gotten so many King Crimson live CDs in recent months. It's just crazy. There's so many good ones, So there you have it. I think that's everything. I've been listening to this quite a bit too. Script for a Jester's Tear from Marillion, featuring Fesh and Thick as a Brick. Those are the 2 box sets I've been playing quite a bit as of late. So, I think that's about it. Maybe a couple more. I've been listening to some Pavlov's Dog. We got Pampered Menial. And At the Sound of the Bell. So, I think that is definitely all of it. Thanks to Mr. George LeMay, little Al Di Meola, Splendido Hotel Tour. Smoking. If you think Tour de Force is great. Whew, amazing. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this edition of The Listening Room. That's some of the stuff I've been checking out of late. Tune in. Hopefully next month you'll get another one of these. I try to do these at least once a month. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. See you tomorrow on Album Homework Assignment. Jamie Laszlo going up against Bryce from Bryce Talks Metal. Till then, Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell. And if you want to make a channel donation, the link below is to our Ko-Fi page as well as our merch page. We can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. And we'll see you later on because, of course, we are here all the damn time together as always. Take care. Bye-bye.